and welcome to the Great British Good News Show on Sky Ben TV 182. This program is designed to bring all the communities together and promote good causes. President Obama said recently that education now is free and open to everyone in this world. He said that the legacy of the pioneers that helped create this are how he became president today. All the members of the Commonwealth and the communities who live in Britain all wish to have good news. That is the principle of our Great British Good News way of life as well. So this show is really centered around creating positive opportunities for people, showing young people how they can actually achieve those opportunities, and really highlighting good role models within our Hall of Fame structure. Our first story revolves around an inspirational lady, a lady called Ruth Pearson from the Caribbean, who is now an inspirational speaker and was formerly in education. Ruth suffered from lupus all her life, which is a debilitating disease in its own right. Her children suffered from dyslexia as well, and so she explains over the course of the next 2 or 3 programs how she has actually overcome these problems and how she always remains happy. This is the first part of her story.
Oh, I make the most of every day.
Ruth Pearson is an inspirational speaker, but she suffers from lupus, which is an autoimmune illness.
One of my first worst flare-ups was when my dad died. I was in the hospital and I was so bad that I had to be having blood transfusions. Now, on a regular basis, especially at the time of year when the weather's really cold, I can wake up in the morning and my joints are aching me and they're really stiff. And then I have to get out of bed and I have to use a special cream that I can use that will actually apply to my joints to help my joints to work. You could imagine living like this, one day from the next you're not sure how you're going to be. Especially when at the end of the day or in the middle of the day when I get really tired and I say to my friends I need to sleep. Now they laugh because they know when I go and sleep it's not just a gentle sleep. I'm actually going to be sleeping so much that you can do whatever you want around me and I'm not going to hear. You see me in these 2 pictures now. The one on the right hand side, this was the first time that the hospital had allowed me to get outside after I'd spent about 2 weeks in the hospital having my flare up. And as you can see that I'm in a chair because I'm not able to walk. The picture on the left hand side, this is when my sons and my friends decided that they wanted to take me out to Hainault Forest because again I was having a really low day and I like going out and seeing nature. And it was so funny that particular day because I was so weak when I left home that my son had to physically carry me to the car. And as I went out, it was just so nice just to be out in nature. So when I talk about overcoming challenges, it's not just like a small challenge, but it's a major challenge that I cannot walk. And this walking can take me a matter of months to actually regain my strength. And in all that time, I've got to be coping with finding food, cooking, general housework and all of those. I have to get help from family and friends because I'm unable to do those skills myself. People may think that living with lupus may make me have a hard life. However, I get up in the morning and actually make the most of each day. Now, I make the most of each day because I have 2 sons now. They're not teenagers anymore. But I was conscious of the fact that I had to be a good role model for them. Because you see, both my sons are dyslexic. And especially like my eldest son, he had a statement in school. And I remember the day he came home from school and was saying that I'm stupid and I can't do anything. And I sat down and I thought, as a teacher, if I can influence and change lives of children in school, I must be able to make the same difference in my son's lives. So I had to go and I had to find out what I could do to actually help him in terms of his learning. And as I found that and I made a difference in his life, then others around were saying, you're a good mother, you're a good role model. You sit down and you help not just your children, but children around in the local community that you go to church with. You actually help them also in terms of their learning. And I think then from that place, then that's what helped me then to actually see that I was making a difference, not just for my family, but for other families. So my advice to any youth is to work hard, be determined that you can achieve anything that you set your mind to, because the sky is the limit. If you feel I can help you, you can contact me via my email address, which is ruthpearson@listeningtoyourvoice.co.uk, via my website ruthpearsonuk.com, or you could purchase my book Listening for God's Voice, that's available on Amazon.
We want to bring all the communities in Britain together for this Good News show. And that includes the Filipino community as well. Our new Filipino representative, Jane Levy, an inspirational speaker in her own right, took me the other day to Josephine's, a restaurant in central London that really highlights how hard Filipino people work and how they've actually created their own success story in this country. Hello, we're in for a real Filipino treat today. I'm with Eddie and Josephine Poyente, who run Josephine's restaurant in Charlotte Street. And I'm also with the wonderful Jane Levy, who's going to be one of our new presenters on our new show, The Good News Show. So we're going to sit down and we're going to hear how these two young people have lived their lives and how they've created the success that they have done. So, Eddie and Josephine, when did you come to London in the first place?
When? I came in 1975 and my wife 1974.
Okay, so the wife came first.
Yeah, but we don't know each other yet.
You don't know each other yet. Okay.
How did you meet the two of you? Tell us.
Well, we are just friends at that time. And it's a long story. Friend become friend forever.
Oh wow, that is excellent. So is that a love story in the beginning?
So, do you think the people in Britain welcome you, or are they insular? What do you feel?
Well, that time I feel so happy because people in this country, mind you really, they are so welcome to us. Yeah. When I came in this country in 1974, I was in the countryside that time. Yeah. After 2 months, I came to London, but the people here are so happy. They are
So
welcome.
kind.
They are so kind to us.
So, Eddie and Josephine, what's the secret to your success? Tell us.
Well, the secret of success, yeah, the most important, believe yourself. Yeah, believe yourself, and then believe in God, and then God guide you. That's the most important. Success, yes. Success is the most important in your life. But if you believe in God, the most important, He will guide you. He will tell you everything if you know.
You must have faced a lot of problems in your life, but you're still smiling. What type of problems did you overcome?
And especially those challenges in your business.
Our problem is a staff problem, you know, especially the chefs, which is difficult to find in this country. And because of the new law of the immigration or the OCBA, it's very difficult for us to get a chef in the Philippines.
And I understand these days that a lot of other types of restaurants are facing the same problem. The Asian restaurants are facing a problem as well with that same thing. And so, you know, how do you actually teach cookery as well?
Yeah.
I teach cookery with my staff, but it's very hard, mind you really. I'll do everything, even the restaurant is very busy, mind you. It's so hard. Even the chef is run off like that, but we can do it. We can do it.
And this was at the start of your career. This created the lady we see before us today.
Yeah, because you know what? If you experience in the kitchen, whatever happen, you can do. You can do it.
That's a fine Filipino woman. So this is the type of story that we want to hear about on the Good News Show. This wonderful couple came in 1975. They started as a waiter and a waitress. Then they opened their own sandwich bar in the early 80s, and that turned into a coffee bar, and it is the same today. This wonderful welcome, this wonderful food in Josephine's restaurant in Charlotte Street. So if you have a story, we are passionate to hear about it, and you can talk to Jane. You know where she can be contacted now, because this is the type of story that we are going to show on the Good News Show. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Jane Levy, and I'm the Filipino correspondent for the Good News Show. If you want to participate and you want to be part of the program, please send me an email on janelevyinc@gmail.com, and you'll see the number and the email down below. Thank you.
Part of my own personal legacy and heritage to this Good News Show is to talk about the royal family. I am a commissioned royal photographer and television commentator on the subject, along with my colleague from Royally Rich, Helena Shard. Helena last year took a marvellous photograph of the Queen and Prince Philip, and here she explains how it happened and what she feels makes a good news project about the royal family.
On the 13th of March 2015, the UK's Afghanistan war effort was honoured at St Paul's Cathedral. It was a lovely, lovely affair, and it was a beautiful, intimate moment where I captured a very special photograph. The Queen and Philip coming down the steps at St Paul's Cathedral, and the Queen put out her hand to Philip, and the Philip took her hand lovingly and helped her down the steps. And it's always it was a beautiful moment, and Philip is always by her side and always will be.
We hope in each show to be able to talk about the fashion of different cultures and communities. So in this example, we go to one of the major fashion stores in London for the Asian community. And here is Charlie Japanese talking to these wonderful people.
Hello, now we are talking about Asian fashion. Hello.
Yeah.
Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, I'm Sumaya Patel. I'm the owner of this shop.
Oh, nice to meet you. Hello.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Shahida Patel, and I am mom of her, and we are supporting, like, it's a family business, so we are supporting her in all of our way.
That's great. What about yourself?
Hi, I am his dad,
Wow.
and I also supporting the family business. Yeah.
What about yourself?
Hey, I'm Sumaya's brother, and I'm supporting her as well.
Wow. This is a family business, and we are going to talk about the fashion. Tell me a little bit about your business.
It's more of an Asian attire business where we sell casual wear, party wear as well. We started off as a small shop before to in a corner of Green Street, and from there, with the support of mum and dad, like, we all sort of thought this would be the best place to carry on and make it a big for, so it could be more recognizable and stuff, so we can just supply for people the kind of attire they want to wear. And
okay.
So yeah.
Wow, that is very important. Can you tell me a little bit about the business? You can come a little bit.
Well, basically, since the mall is new and all, there's a lot of customer attraction. So people come in, they purchase what they need, and they go happy. And also, it's like a new thing that's introduced to Green Street. So it's a Asian shopping center, and it's like the first in Europe. And obviously, that's a main reason for a lot of customers to come in and get what they need. So it leaves everyone happy.
Wow. Yeah. So this shop is making people happy. Tell me about women, if they come to your shop, they are always happy?
Hopefully, yeah, we're trying our best to make them happy, to satisfy. We don't force our customer to buy the product, We're trying to explain what the varieties, what the collections we are giving as per the seasons, And then if they are happy, and then they go, hopefully they are liking so far. And we are known as our product. We had started our business with a very small shop, by providing a good varieties of materials and fabric, and our customer boost us, to go in the middle of the Green Street.
We are being wonderfully supported by the Huber Foundation, part of Huber Technology, which specializes in creating green products for the future that will save our planet at the same time. And their three representatives, Douglas, Abdul and Hubert, are here just to give a little insight into how you can actually create a product from the kitchen table.
Huber Technology is part of the Good News Show, and here at the Good News Show today, we believe that most of or all businesses in the past and today started right from the kitchen table. My role in Huber, I work hard and try to work with other company partners in the UK and globally to bring into consumers globally what they call innovative and creative products. Some of these products is an example of what you're looking here today. This is a mug. This mug actually is attached to a computer device which allows you to charge up, and you can actually warm your beverage.
The wonderful thing about this product is the financial side of things, whereby you can have a lot of cost savings. Particularly, it's very practical, particularly in areas where electricity is not very good. Here you have an example of this particular product being powered by a laptop, which means it doesn't need a lot of energy for you to actually use it.
This product is an example of a project where we can turn a simple idea into a professional design, and then branding it and market it in the geographical area where we are and throughout the world.
This is a simple product device. This product you could put anything from liquid water to hot chocolate into this. All you have to do, thank you, is take off the lid, and as you can see, it's a simple device where you put your beverage inside and it warms it up. Not by using electricity. All you have to do is this device is attached with a USB. Make sure your USB goes into any smart device like a laptop or your iPad or probably a solar power charger. The innovative part about this simple device sitting in front of me is that it's environmental friendly. When I mean environmental friendly, I mean the material used is environmental friendly. That's the good news.
the Great British Good News Show will highlight young people and their achievements in life. Today we talk to Lisette Mibu from the Congo, who is a top fashion model these days, and how she's actually created a project that supports other young people at the same time. This is her story.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you too.
Tell me a little bit about yourself. Introduce yourself and tell me what are you doing.
Okay, I'm Lisette Mibu. I'm originally from Congo and I also model, and I'm the founder of Passion for Motherland. Yes.
What mean of Fashion for Motherland?
Well, Passion for Motherland is an annual showcase which was put together to provide a platform for upcoming talents in the fashion, music and entertainment industry, and to also use the opportunity to raise funds for different charitable organizations that run empowering projects in the Congo. So this is actually our 3rd year.
Oh, really? So what do you think about all the youngest, because especially yourself, you are younger, and what do you think about all the youngest model and people who they don't have talent, Yaki? What do you think about them?
Well, I feel like many people are undershowed, there are many beautiful models out there and designers and artists who are kind of like underrepresented, so they kind of need a platform where they can showcase themselves. So that's why Passion for Motherland is very great. It's a place where all the new talents, emerging talents in the fashion, music and entertainment industry, they can actually have the opportunity to showcase themselves, and who knows, somebody in the crowd, somebody in the audience might see them, discover them, and yeah, so
So what about you know what is happening now for African in the world, and you have something very good, especially for women, girls. Some girls, they don't have talent, but some girls, they have talent, but they don't know what to do.
With it, yeah.
So I need you to encourage them. Some women, some girls, they are just on the street, and you have something very good you're doing for the moment. So what do you encourage them to do for the moment?
Well, I would say, we all have a lot of talent out there, whether it's music, whether it's modeling, whether it's fashions, whether it's arts in general. So I just feel like young people out there, they need to get busy. They need to be projects or stuff that are out there to keep the young people engaged. And like, for instance, like Passion for Motherland, we have young people who volunteer for us. They're not necessarily models, but they do take part. Like, they take part in an event organizing. They get to promote. They keep them busy for the whole summer. So that is something productive for them to do throughout the whole summer, which is very great. So I would say there need to be more projects out there to keep young people busy and to discover themselves and showcase themselves.
No Great British Good News Show would be complete without the services of M. Love, a wonderful radio presenter who also goes into prisons and works with young teenagers, helping them to find the right road back to life. So this is the first part of her story and some of the advice she gives to people, their parents and young teenagers.
Thank you so much, Ian, for inviting me first on your program. This is an amazing opportunity to express myself. And the question you ask is simple as a thing like, firstly, as a parents, we need to get to know our family. And why we do that, it could be the signs that we need to look for when our children or the young ones are withdrawing, not want to talk to us, or simple thing like, if you know your family that you always sit around the table and have your dinner, and they're saying they don't want to have the dinner, or they're shutting the door, they don't want to speak to anyone, then that's some of the signs that something is wrong, or they are going through some challenges in their lives that they don't want to discuss with anyone. And as a point, as a duty of the parents, we need to know before it gets out of hands.
On future episodes of the Great British Good News Show, we will be talking to Alistair Sayodi on the left of the screen, who is the owner of Ben TV. We are so grateful for their help in this project. And on the right, William Kapuka Bwabwe from the Black Police Association, who feel that the Great British Good News Show is the type of activity they would love to support as well. So I'd like to personally thank everybody who's appeared in the first edition of the Great British Good News Show, and especially the help of the Hoover Foundation and Ben TV as well. And I look forward to seeing you again soon and talking more about good news.